If you look at this word blessing, it's also very interesting in ancient Chinese. And even it's still written the same way in today. As you can see, it's divided into 4 parts. And it's mainly on the left and on the right. On the left, you see this character. It means the altar or the worship of God. Something is related to heaven, then it is represented by this character. So you see the word blessing combined, first of all, and the most important is about the altar, about the worship, about the sacrifice, about God, or in Chinese we call as Shanti. In Vietnam we call Blvd, and in English today we call as God. But on the other hand, on the right side, you're going to see there are 3 components. The first one is number 1. Number 1 can also represent one person, or it could also represent about the unity. It also represents about the covering. And you are going to see khẩu, or we call the mouth here. It represents the mouth or the household or the family. And then the next one is about the land, or it represents about our property. So this is the original meaning of the word blessing. But unfortunately today, modern interpretation only focus on the right part of this character, but they forget about the left and the most important part. It must come first. Today, we can have many different interpretations. Many people will say, okay, number 1. One can say about number 1. You are the number 1 in the society. You are the number 1 in your class. You are the number 1 in your business. You are the leaders, so you are a blessed person. Other people said about the mouth, or talk about the authority. The people who have the authority will be the one who is blessed. Or the mouth can also talk about enjoy of the good foods. The one who is rich, wealthy, they could enjoy all of the great things, are the one who is to be blessed. And then we talk about the field of the land, or about the property. In modern interpretation, it talks when you are rich, you have financial, you have physical access, or you have all of the property, then you are blessed. That is the modern interpretation. It's always related to something about the well-being, the emotional blessing, something about the financial, or we call the material blessing alone. Yet, we know that all of these are important. But in the original languages, the blessing go even beyond that. Now, if you and I only focus only on the modern, or we call the materialistic meaning of the blessing, then you cannot be satisfied yourself. You can still find empty, even though you can see many modern celebrities, singer, artists, all of them are very powerful. They are talented, they are beautiful, they are handsome, they are gifted, they are rich, they are powerful, they have the position, they are well known, and yet, and you can look, when you look at their life, I can tell you in the Hollywood, most of them, I said most, not all, but most of them divorces at least 2, 3 times, or even 5 times. If they are so rich, so powerful, why they are not being blessed like this? Why they divorce? Why they break up? Why they use a lot of drugs? Why they have to go for all party in order to satisfy inside? And even many of them even commit suicide. And they have to look for fun and the happiness in casino, in the gambling house, in drugs, in party. And yet, their life is getting worse. I want you to know that all of the material blessings are good, but it's not enough. Because all of those things cannot satisfy the emptiness inside that only God can fill it. So now, with that understanding of the modern interpretation only on the material thing, only on the physical well-being or the emotional well-being. But I want to introduce to you something more important than that. And the workplace today, in the modern world, as I said, we usually focus on the practical aspect, on the emotional aspect, on the material aspect, or on the favorable condition of life. And that's why we always say, oh, happiness. We want to use the word good luck. We want to enjoy life. We want to be fortunate. We want the blessing come in order for us to be happy. We want to have the sense of happiness. But when something doesn't go along the way that we want, immediately we have been disappointed.